What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we have to talk about Mo Salah and these rumors circling that Salah basically tells Juventus to contact him after the international break because Juventus apparently have shown interest in Salah and they contacted his agent, and Salah wants to fully focus on the World Cup qualifier double headers against Sadio Mane's Senegal. Only one of Mane or Salah can go to the World Cup. And by the way, what do you think about Italy getting crashed out of the World Cup by North Macedonia? At home, Italy lost for the first time in a World Cup qualifier in 59 games. And North Macedonia, who also won in Germany away from home in the World Cup qualifiers, they have caused the biggest shock, I think, possibly in World Cup qualifying history. And the Italian journalist Monblano says that Salah was honored by the call of Juventus, and he said Salah asked, I think he also did it with other clubs that hold the player's interest, to update him after the qualifiers for the World Cup. So it looks increasingly more and more likely that Salah is preparing to leave Liverpool in the summer, which is very, very concerning and very worrying. Liverpool need to improve their contract offer to Salah, because at the moment the contract offer that is on the table since December is for £275,000 weekly wages, and Salah is one of the best players, if not the best player in the world right now, and he wants to be paid accordingly. He wants to be paid at least what Kevin De Bruyne is getting at Man City, which is around £400,000 per week, and also Ronaldo is getting £500,000 per week at Manchester United. So do you think Salah is greedy? Do you think he wants too much money, or do you think FSG is too stingy? It's a very, very delicate operation, these contract talks, and also FSG don't want to completely destroy their wage structure, because at Liverpool we have a very strict wage structure, and Virgil van Dijk is getting like 220k weekly wages. But of course Salah is getting big bonuses as well, so it's not like he's poor or everything. He just thinks he should be compensated and earn the best possible amount. And also Paul Joyce commented on the Mo Salah situation. He is basically a Liverpool correspondent for the Times and the Sunday Times, which are very reliable newspapers, and this is what he said. I still think it's where it's been for most of the season, really. The contract talks between Salah and Liverpool, they have been going on for a long time. No breakthroughs on the horizon at the moment. Both sides seem to be sticking to their positions. With all these things, it could take one phone call and it's resolved, but Salah was always going to be the most complicated one because of how good of a player he is now, and he's become one of the greatest players in the Premier League, and so obviously his representatives have got to look for a salary that reflects that. Liverpool have to contend with a situation where one of the best players in the world is playing for Liverpool now, and he wants to be paid accordingly, and that doesn't fit into the wage structure of Liverpool. If you give Salah 400k weekly wages, then Virgil van Dijk, Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, Alisson, Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, they will all sooner or later knock on Liverpool's door and ask for a bigger salary. And I think it's crucial for Liverpool to keep Salah, and I think we can get his wages by maybe selling Sadio Mane or Bobby Firmino, or maybe even both in the summer. And if we, instead of extending those contracts, because Firmino and Mane, their numbers are replaceable. Salah's numbers and what he brings to the Liverpool system, it's irreplaceable. Liverpool just cannot replace Salah without a loss of quality. And if we sell Salah in the summer, we might go from a title challenging team to a team just fighting for the top four, and we might just give Man City a clear run at the Premier League title for the next 3 or 4 years until Liverpool rebuild their team. So it's a very, very risky business not extending the contract of Salah. Paul Joyce also said this, we all know that Liverpool's policy on wages is not like every other team, and if you look at the wage bill this year compared to the title winning season, it has come down quite a lot because most of the deals are incentivized and there are a lot of bonuses, and that's how it should be. It's obviously a money issue. Salah has said all season that he's happy at Liverpool and Liverpool want him to stay. As yet, the two sides have yet to come to an agreement. So basically, Salah wants to stay at Liverpool, Liverpool wants Salah to stay, but Salah's agent probably put into the ear of Salah that you need to be compensated like you are the best player in the world, and that's quite fair, but also Salah has to take into account Liverpool's wage structure. At the moment, I think they should meet in the middle somewhere. So if Liverpool are offering Salah 275k and Salah is asking for like 450k, let's settle on a wage of 350k or 340k, something like that. There should be a middle ground where both Liverpool are happy and Salah is happy with his wages. Jose Enrique on his Instagram account, a former Liverpool player, has also said from what it looks like, this is very, very simple. Salah is asking for a salary that Liverpool is not going to pay. Simple as that. Not because they don't want to, although it is a bit of that, because they don't want to disrupt the wage structure, the salaries of other players. I totally understand and I defend Liverpool on that. There is a solution for this, guys. That is, for example, if Salah asks for 400,000 per week and Liverpool pay 300,000 and then give him a signing on fee. For example, I'm just saying a random number here, 10 million pounds just to sign a new contract. That compensates all the years and it's like making a new signing and you don't have to put his salary higher. That's actually a very smart suggestion by Jose Enrique. The problem is Liverpool might not have 10 million pounds on the go right now, but I think Liverpool are such a rich club, one of the richest clubs in the world when it comes to revenue. We can promise Salah that in the next like 6 months we are paying him that 10 million. Maybe each month we pay him 1 or 2 million, something like that. And then in 6 months time he will get that big signing on fee, and then his salary could be 300,000 pounds plus the bonuses. Don't forget that if Salah gets 20 goals every season, he gets a big bonus. If Liverpool win the Premier League or win the Champions League or win both, then Salah gets bonuses for each and every trophy that Liverpool win. And this actually makes sense in theory, and it won't disturb the wage structure of Liverpool for current and future players. But if word gets out that these huge figures are being paid for a contract renewal, then whenever a player has a contract negotiation, they will ask for a same or similar add-on fee or bonus, and the issue won't be solved. The longer this contract negotiation goes on, the more people will be upset with either the club or Mo Salah, and it will start to turn toxic. If Salah signs this contract, then more and more people will ask for big bonuses. We can only hope that a solution can be found soon, but at the moment I'm leaning towards, it looks like Salah won't extend his contract just because I don't think Liverpool are budging. The owners are so stubborn when it comes to the wage structure, and it looks like Salah's agent is really after a big bonus. And if Salah leaves, that's when the agent gets paid the most. So the agent is actually incentivized to let Salah run his contract down or to let Salah leave in the summer. And the Liverpool team without Salah would just not be the same team. And I'm not sure if we would challenge for the title or if we would be contenders for the Champions League without Salah, because he has 38 goal contributions in 36 games this season. That's 28 goals and 10 assists, a sensational goals to game ratio, only bettered by an extremely small group of elite footballers. And over his time, Salah has only scored less than 20 goals in one Premier League season, to 2019-20 season, which he made up for bagging himself 10 assists. I doubt there is another player in the world who can replicate this form that FSG would be willing to splash the cash for. Only Haaland, Mbappe and maybe select other players would do this, and they are asking for even bigger salaries than what Salah is asking for. Maybe it might be worth cashing in on Salah now. Unfortunately, his value will only decrease over time if he doesn't sign a new contract. That's just a fact. It all depends on whether FSG would be willing to take the risk of keeping the player and destroying our sustainable wage structure in the hope that Salah continues to perform at the highest level. Otherwise, another option would be to cash in on Salah now and reinvest the money into other areas of the team. For example, in Jude Bellingham, and also maybe signing Rafinha or Jared Bowen, somebody who wouldn't of course be a direct Salah replacement, nowhere near, but at least Liverpool would have 4 or 5 still world-class players in the attacking areas. And if you sell Salah, you will have money to give new contracts to Pope Firmino and Sadio Mane. But as I said, if I was in charge of Liverpool, I would extend Salah's contract. I would just come to a middle ground solution, give him a signing on fee, maybe not 10 million, but like 5 million, and also give him a little bit higher wages than what Liverpool are right now offering him. So give him like 350k weekly wages. That wouldn't totally destroy or upset the wage structure, in my opinion. And also Salah said who was his best player, who was his favorite player growing up. He said, I have always loved magicians, those unique players who can do things others can't. When I first got into football, it was Zidane, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Francesco Totti. I used to love watching them and pretending I was them when I was out on the street with my friends. And Sadio Mane, who will play Salah in the World Cup qualifiers. He said, I used to love El Hadji Diouf and Ronaldinho, but especially Ronaldinho. He was just wow. The goals, the skills, the moves you had never seen before. I used to pretend I was him when I was young, but I couldn't do the things he could. I still love him. He will be my hero forever, and that's just brilliant. And I'm really looking forward to watching Mane and Salah against each other. Paul Joyce also shared some insight on why Liverpool ended up running out of time to sign Fabio Carvalho in January. He said, I think that comes back on the agenda in the summer. I could see that one getting done. The length that Liverpool went to in January to get that one over the line. The loan back meant that they ran out of time, but I could see that getting resurrected. I can see that getting resurrected in the summer, and there is no reason why that wouldn't go through. So Liverpool are firmly in the driving seat to sign Fabio Carvalho in the summer. And also Paul Joyce said something interesting about Jude Bellingham. It's complicated because of the price. It's also complicated by the fact that it would seem Dortmund could lose Haaland this summer. And would they want to lose 2 of their star players, 2 of their best players in the same summer? I'm not sure. There is no doubt that Jude Bellingham is of interest to many clubs, but I think the price, the last figure I saw was quoted £100 million. That doesn't strike me as a price that Liverpool would go for. That complicates interest in him, and also the Haaland situation. Dortmund usually sell 1 big player a season, but to lose 2 players, I can't see that happening. And that's a fair point, a fair comment by Paul Joyce. And also there is an interesting link between Leeds United and Takumi Minamino. Potentially Leeds United are interested in Minamino. In terms of that's an interesting link. I think actually this is his best period as a Liverpool player, Minamino, in terms of it being under very difficult circumstances. He came in and he spent a period of time on loan at Southampton. It's difficult to say on any certainty which players will leave, because it will depend on the offers that Liverpool received. Liverpool will try to sell for as high money as possible, but we shall wait and see what happens in the summer. And that's the latest information on Liverpool's transfer news. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.